Saving is highly suggested, as the story will progress greatly soon. Would you like to save now? Yeah, sure, dude. We shall save. Bro, why are you yawning, bro? Why are you yawning? You should probably get some sleep. You know, I'm an idiot. Why'd I save over that? But whatever, it's fine. Hey everybody, MaskedMetaKnight4, and welcome to stream number 1003, and welcome back to Persona 5 Royal. Last time we beat the super hot Nijima sister, and our punishment is jail. Yeah, they caught us. They weren't supposed to do that. That was part of the plan. I'm tired of Persona. Yeah, we'll see you in Persona 6.
No dozing off. You still don't get it, do you? Give it up! Come on, cooperate. What? You want another shot? Huh? What about the camera? Are you thinking it can be used as video evidence?
Hey man, Freddy Fazbear's coming. You check the film?
You hear my question? Answer!
Dang, that's brutal.
Obstruction of justice, blackmail, defamation, possession of weapons. Manslaughter too, yeah? Talk about the works. To think that all those crimes were led by a punk like this. And you seem to be enjoying every second of it. Huh?
I mean, there were some bad times.
You should know your place. Sign here. It's a confession under your name.
Nah, screw you, dude.
I see. I need your hand to sign this, bud. I don't care if you end up losing a leg. Don't expect to walk out of here in one piece. We are going to make you understand. One must take full responsibility for their actions.
%. There is no way. Well, we spent the night in jail.
Excuse me, but this area's off.
I'm Nijima from the public prosecutor's office.
The prosecutor's office? What business do you have here?
Just let me through. It's urgent. There's something I need to confirm with the suspect.
Nijima-san, I believe this case is no longer in your jurisdiction. Besides...
You prosecutor signed Nijima? There's a call from your director. Hurry and get it over with. To be frank, you're being an inconvenience.
I thought I ordered you to stand by.
I'm responsible for this case, yet I'm not even being allowed an interrogation?
I'm calling because I knew you'd bring it up.
I will not be convinced unless I confirm it for myself. This is my case.
Good luck to you then. I won't be expecting much though.
Prosecutor, I forgot to mention something important. Your time will be cut short. We can't permit you to talk with him for long. It's for your own sake. His methods are unknown. After all, we don't even know if it's safe to simply meet and speak with him.
I understand.
I'm in jail in reality and in here?
Well done on making it this far, inmate.
Oh!
Now that you have traversed your long, perilous recollection, You truly have entered the present. The effects of that drug are gonna wear off soon. This is your golden opportunity. You must grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin. The evil influence who wishes you dead is fast approaching. If you want to win this unreasonable game, if you wish to take back your stolen future, recall the bonds you formed with your allies and grasp the truth that will save you from the brink of ruin.
Ha 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 ha.
Dude's laughing. So our life is on the line? That's crazy.
I see. So that's what led to your ending up here.
Dude, I wonder what cut or
What a
time
disappointing
short
end
means.
to the hero of justice.
Like, how did
I
Joker
still can't
explain
believe
all
it.
this story so quickly?
But I now have a general idea of the methods you used for your crimes. There's much more I'd like to ask, but my allotted time is nearly up. I do have a suggestion, though.
Oh?
Care to strike a deal? If you cooperate with me, I'll consider lightening your sentence. I have a responsibility to solve this case. I will win, even if it means brokering a deal with you. Your operation was leaked and you failed to change my heart. There's no point in being obstinate now. You've corrupted the order of this country and caused an uprising against its very existence. You'll most likely be given life imprisonment or the death penalty, unless you accept my proposal. Going forward, I will read a list of people who are closest to you and this case. Tell me honestly whether or not the following are involved with the Phantom Thieves.
Okay.
First, the friend who you've been with since the day you transferred to Shujin, Ryuji Sakamoto. One of the victims of the Kamoshida case, An Takamaki. Ichiryusai Madarame's pupil, Yusuke Kitagawa. The daughter of Wakaba Ishiki, Futaba Sakura. The heiress to the Okumura Foods legacy and daughter of its CEO, Haru Okumura. And the frequently probing student council president of Shujin Academy, Makoto Nijima. Those are your accomplices in the Phantom Thieves case, are they not?
Never heard of them. Who?
So you won't sell out your friends. Then let me change the question. I find it hard to believe that high schoolers could have pulled off these crimes by themselves. Were there not others outside of your direct group who encouraged your crimes or lent their aid? Not to repeat myself, but remember that your life will be forfeit if your sentence is not lightened. You had the cooperation of people outside your group, did you not? Can you tell me about them?
Who?
I see. So you won't speak a word about either your teammates or your collaborators. Do you even understand the position that you're in? Let's discuss one other person, Goro Akechi. There are reports that he was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves as well. Might he be a part of your team too?
That's impossible.
So Goro Akechi wasn't one of you. Very well. So be it. You clearly have no intention of bargaining with me. Even now, you're still acting as though you're a hero of justice. Your teammates have sacrificed you in order to escape, yet you wish to defend their honor? Why won't you talk about them?
It goes against justice.
Don't be ridiculous. You're not the one to decide such things.
Justice is on our side.
Justice? Then tell me, what is this justice you speak of?
Sticking to the right path.
Sticking to the right path? That's no different from us. You continue to stand firm. Are you implying that we have no evidence on you? You're right. We have nothing. And it doesn't help that your story sounds like a fairy tale. But many people have fallen victim to this. We need to learn the truth. The truth, huh? I don't even know what's right anymore. And it's all due to your strange story.
What about the true culprit?
After all this, you're still...
drug is starting to wear off.
Are you listening? The side effects of the truth serum should be wearing off. I won't be deceived by such a poor act.
I won't be deceived. I feel like I'm forgetting something important.
You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
Hey. Can you hear me? It seems your mind is clearing up. But unfortunately, my time has run out. Although I find your story to be quite interesting, I won't be able to speak with you any longer.
You're giving up?
Huh? What are you getting at? That's right. No matter the results of this case, I won't be receiving credit. I even had to call in a large favor just to conduct this interrogation.
Interrogation room. That's right, if I remember.
So, how did that thing we asked you to look into go? Nijima mentioned a special interrogation room, didn't she? Good. It looks like we can make this work if we lure them there.
Hey. Hey, are you listening? Our time's up. We're done talking here. Goodbye.
No, don't leave me. Why did you come here?
Why? Because this is my job. Don't ask me such odd questions. Anyhow, there's one last thing I want to ask you. There's something that's been bothering me for some time now. Recently, I was removed from my post as head of this investigation and was told to remain on standby. A short while later, I received word you were caught in the act, within some bizarre phenomenon. But that was all I was told. You were told someone sold you out, correct? If that's true, who could it have been? Don't you have any idea?
Sold out. That's right, there's something I need to do.
My suspicions were true in the end. Still, to think his true intention was to sell us out. All that's left is to figure out a way to hand it over. It's all up to you, leader.
You do it, Morgana.
That'd be impossible. A cat giving someone a smartphone is completely unnatural. Giving him the phone without arousing suspicion will be easier said than done. We'll be counting on you to pull this one off.
What's wrong? Might you have an idea as to who sold you out?
I want to make a deal with you.
Yes, very well. Go on. If you know something, you must tell me. I won't allow things to end like this.
That right there.
Do you mean this phone? It's yours, isn't it? I've been told the lock on it is quite complicated, but it's only a matter of time until it's cracked. What's so important about this smartphone? Are you going to unlock it and show me the data?
Let's let her sleep. She hasn't slept for days while she's been getting that app ready. Now we gotta figure out a way to show him the phone.
What are you talking about?
Huh? Didn't Makoto and the others tell you? You need to show your phone to the true culprit. You know, the traitor.
Hey! What are you trying to get at here? And what about this smartphone?
Show it to the true culprit.
The true culprit?
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the mass mental shutdowns shall end his own life.
I recognize that voice.
Please. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to?
I already told you.
What do you... My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
You need to trust me.
What are you plotting? I can't even begin to fathom it. But it appears my time is up. This is as far as our conversation can go. This will be my last involvement with this case. Very well. I've listened to your whole story, so I may as well play along to the end. And that honest look in your eyes. I used to view the world the same way too once. I'll place my bet on you. I just need to show him the phone, right?
Feels as if Sai finally understands me.
I am thou. Thou art I. Thou hast turned a vow into a blood oath. Thy bond shall become the wings of rebellion and break the yoke of thy heart. Thou hast awakened to the ultimate secret of judgment, granting thee infinite power.
Alright.
Alright. Alright.
We can make Satan.
I'll be going now. What good will this do, though? Akechi-kun? Why are you here?
Why do you seem so surprised?
I needed my director to step in to get access, and I was directly responsible for this case. How did you get approval?
For the same reason you did. I am heading up the investigation team after all. It's only natural I'd have the right to interrogate our culprit as well, don't you think?
They assigned you command?
That was a joke, of course. I'm merely here to assist with the public security interrogation. I am surprised it's this far underground, though. There aren't any others incarcerated here, yes? Nobody would ever know if things got a little violent.
If I remember correctly, didn't you say there was another culprit besides the Phantom Thieves?
That was but a lie I spread to set them up. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot that I had deceived you too, Sai-san. After all, if you wish to trick your enemies,
more
you
like
must
a
first
sketchy.
trick your
Been
allies.
waiting for so long to call him that,
So
dude.
it was you. You're the one who sold out the Phantom Thieves. I need you to be clear with me. Who am I supposed to show this to? My God. You're referring to him, aren't you?
Is there a problem?
Akechi-kun, does this phone look familiar to you?
Excuse me? What is this phone?
It belonged to the leader of the Phantom Thieves. I believe you'll need it for your investigation.
Not personally. I was acting alongside the Phantom Thieves myself, remember?
True. This is undoubtedly a great accomplishment. Good luck in there.
Foolish woman.
So, somebody gonna break me out of prison any day now?
May I ask that you accompany me? Going in unarmed to interrogate a murderer makes me uncomfortable.
Huh? What are you?
I owe you for all of this. Thanks. That's right. You and your little friends were vital to our plan, and now it will be completed. Your popularity truly was quite stunning. That just made using you all the more worthwhile.
Oh no.
Have you finally pieced it all together? Case closed. This is how your justice ends.
Well then. In Persona 5, the animation, he has a much creepier face. Uh-oh. Sojiro knows something's up.
Shido-san, my job is complete.
I've told you not to call me by name. Regardless, all that's left is to deal with the remnants.
The continued deaths of these teenagers would be a bit much, don't you think? I considered making it appear they had a falling out, but that would only amplify public frenzy. It would be best to have each of them meet with an unfortunate accident once the storm blows over.
Bruh.
Is there any possibility they'll want to avenge their leader?
No chance. They're nothing but cattle anyway. They have no backbone without his guidance. I will keep my eye on them just in case, though.
I'll be counting on you.
They will live their lives cowering in fear of death. An apt punishment for obstructing our work.
Make sure to kill that strange cat once you find it as well.
They're gonna.
Understood. Though I doubt there's anything to worry about. It's merely a cat, after all.
More importantly, they should be dealing with the suicide right about now. Things will become quite busy once the word gets out. I'll need to prepare my comments on the matter.
I must be prepared to deal with it on my end as well. Beyond that, what of the director of the Special Investigations Unit?
Perhaps he'll be struck by a mysterious illness sometime soon.
No, it can't be. Even me.
Don't feel bad for this guy.
God damn it.
Oh, we don't have to get rid of you later.
Shit.
What was all that about, showing him this phone? The Phantom Thief Alibaba? Who is this?
I am Alibaba, a member of the Phantom Thieves. I inquire as to your justice, Sai Nijima.
How do they know I have this?
Goro Akechi is evil. He didn't come to interrogate the captured Phantom Thief. He came to kill him.
We could say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during his imprisonment. How about that? Yes, the guard will be one of ours.
Bro, is it really smart to play this in a hallway?
The evidence, though.
Don't trust the guard either. He's an accomplice as well. Now then, I'll tell you detailed steps to take. You must save him.
You want me to save him?
That's so cool.
Huh?
What is it?
Nothing. Anyway, what brings you here? I thought you were done with your business.
Did anyone else stop by? Nobody?
There'd be no reason for anyone else to come down here.
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence, though.
Dang, or kill him too. That's crazy.
So it's all true.
Of course it's true. Is something the matter?
It's Akechi-kun. He had to take a sudden call, so he won't be able to make it down today.
Huh?
I've been asked to handle things instead.
You? But...
You know, if you stay here, they'll likely get rid of you to eliminate any evidence. I suggest you go into hiding at once if you value your life.
Yes, ma'am.
And don't say a word of what transpired here. Trust nobody. Forget this ever happened.
Best girl on the screen? Heck yeah, dude. Sign Nijima is... Ho-ho! Thank you for a 7 months.
I see best girl on screen.
This morning, the police have announced that they've detained a suspect who may in fact be the leader
Can't believe
of the
Joker's
Phantom
dead,
Thieves group. The suspect is reported to be a young
Anchon,
man who's...
can I get you to look over here?
Oh, I'm sorry.
So he got caught. That group sure was something.
Yeah.
So the next shoot got me thinking.
Dude, people just don't
How
care
about
anymore.
We have
That's
you do
crazy.
an idle thing, you know? That cool?
Oh, you got caught? Anyways.
But considering how quickly they announced his arrest, the police must surely be confident in the outcome of this case.
Well, I'll be. Goodness, look.
It's like actual society.
Why,
True.
Ryuji?
Huh?
You
Yeah.
stopped visiting so abruptly, everyone was worried about you. It's your second year, right? Are you still doing track and field? I'd love to see you run again.
Also, the young man continues to remain silent, refusing to implicate any potential accomplices. However, considering the number of charges brought against him...
I wonder if something happened.
Pika.
Yeah.
You
Pika.
seem stumped for once. Not feeling it today?
Yes.
Oh, I'm not chiding you. Just do as normal at your
What
own
do you mean,
pace.
what?
With your skills, there's no need to worry about
what
your
do you
future.
mean, what?
Normal. Right.
He's just a high school student. How do you think he was contacting the others?
The police here can search any online...
I don't know. I heard you say my name. What did I do? You know what you did.
Still,
why would I say your name now?
most recent targets have gone comatose. Actual harm has been done here.
Given the lack of physical violence, their method is still... Regardless, the police are looking into attempted murder charges.
Look, I promised a
You
friend to
never
play
turned
it.
it in?
All right,
That's
that's where
quite
that's
a
where it
surprise.
starts.
I thought I lost it this whole time.
I'm sorry.
Well, your grades are excellent. And you're student council president. I'm sure you'll be admitted anywhere you apply.
Do you remember when the president, not the
That
president,
one
the
Phantom
principal
thief
was
should have
like,
followed
"Ooh,
your
you might not get a letter recommendation."
You hear? It seems he was caught. Some high schooler. I wonder why he turned to a life of crime.
Do these people forget that the Phantom Thieves like stops criminals?
We also
That's
received
crazy.
information that the young man was placed on probation for assault.
Because of his previous record, he had to leave his hometown. Perhaps his motive lies there.
I believe your father can rest in peace now. That Phantom Thief could never have changed anything. Only a handful of people are qualified to alter the world.
And he's unironically one of them.
So you've been coming home late.
I hate this guy. I want to
That's
punch
what
his
I've
face.
heard. I make a good playmate, you know.
We have breaking news. The young man being held in custody has committed suicide. The police have confirmed his death, although details have not been released. To repeat, the suspect has committed suicide while in
Custody. This station will continue to report any further updates as they arrive.
Uh-oh.
It may be difficult to uncover his methods now. Perhaps that's why he decided to take this course of action.
It can't be.
You're shitting me. We got him.
Dun dun dun. What do you mean we got him?
Uh, 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 uh
It would seem as though you have been killed.
Yep, people die when they're killed.
But why were you killed? Why did you have to die?
Because a bullet went through my head.
Remember? It seems you forgot an important fact while your consciousness was hazy. Indeed, your death was a necessity for your escape from certain doom. What a tremendous plan. How might you be capable of executing such a feat? Well then, let us rouse the memories which are missing.
First time I sensed something was off. That's right, it was during the school festival.
Hey, they're going. You realized it too, then. It was our conversation about pancakes, right? There's no way he could have reacted like that if he hadn't heard me.
He's up to something.
Probably. It was your social studies trip. We met him in the hallway of that TV station.
Pancakes all on.
There's no way.
Dude, if Persona fans didn't meme that social studies trip to death, we should be careful.
Yeah. Okay. Let's get everyone on the same page right away.
Pancakes are indeed super effective.
There's something else we want you to look into. One more person has been on our mind. If it's possible, I want to eavesdrop on their phone conversation. That'll be tough.
You can do it, Futaba.
I agree.
I'd have to plant a bug directly on the phone.
So it's impossible even for you. I didn't say it was impossible. Okay, I've got a plan. That's perfect.
Keeping it secret?
Don't worry, I'll tell you the details later.
Futaba's going to do something. I wonder if it'll be okay.
This is gonna be fun. I can't wait!
What a maniacal laugh.
I see. So we're going to use this place.
It'll be a gamble.
I think it's gonna work. You can't tell a thing.
It seems you finally remember. This game is not over yet. There are still things that must be done.
My memories are starting to become clear, now that the drugs are leaving my bloodstream. That's right. This is what really happened to me at that moment. He lives. The trickster lives. Would you like to save your current progress? Yeah, sure, I guess. You know, you just show me like an hour worth of cutscenes. I feel like I should save. Justice with Akechi, do 3% for the Phantom Thief. That's so sad. You should have confessed first. I heard that you arrested one of the Phantom Thieves. No way. Innocent. Makes no sense. As if this settles things. Didn't expect him to commit suicide. He's a murderer. He deserved to die. The truth's lost to the void. Ketchy got the last laugh. He can finally breathe easy now. He killed himself, huh? Dang. He KYS'd. I'm exhausted. Feels like my consciousness is about to fade away. I mean, they did beat you up a lot in prison.
Hey, are you alright? Don't fall asleep until we reach our destination.
Can I get some curry, please?
Are you listening?
Could this be effect of the drug wearing off? The memories I thought were gone are starting to come back.
Are you listening?
What are we talking about?
You weren't paying attention? Well, I guess I can see how you'd be lost in thought right now.
You are drugged.
Anyway, we need to talk about how to get out of this situation.
Futaba's monitoring of Akechi's phone has confirmed it. He did indeed have an ulterior motive.
It's on a completely different level than just that.
Not only was he trying to frame us, but he was the true culprit behind the mental shutdown.
Oh, no way.
His offer to assist us was simply a ploy to frame the Phantom Thieves and kill him. If we go into Sis's palace as he suggests, we'll likely be met by a large ambush of police forces.
To think he would be this far gone. I know now what it means to feel a chill down my spine. Furthermore, he wishes to bring a police squad from reality into the palace.
Bro, how did he do that? I wonder.
Can enter at once. It's not inconceivable to think a larger group.
How did he do that? He was with us at the boss
fight. Bring in vehicles or other special pieces of equipment.
Yeah, he brought the SWAT team, bro.
So, this really was just a setup to shift the blame onto us.
He made us go after Okumura. Then once we triggered the change of heart, he killed him.
And he told us he had seen the true culprit, but it was him the entire time.
The whole time he was working with Makoto's sister, he was really just some homicidal maniac. Come on, we gotta take that bastard Akechi down. Isn't that recording we got enough proof to do it?
No. Akechi is merely a tool. His orders come from elsewhere. The grand mastermind behind this all. An unimaginable fiend capable of arranging the murder of a suspect inside of a police station.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Unless we find out who that is, we will continue being targeted even if we defeat Akechi.
But what means do we have of learning his identity?
We'll have to make Akechi say it. Though once we do, that mastermind will likely eliminate us.
I think that will be the case eventually, regardless of whether or not we learn his identity. The only reason it hasn't happened yet is because we're an easy target to blame for his crimes.
That is true.
If he realizes that's no longer possible and abandons that plan, he may opt to kill us immediately.
Damn it! So we don't got a choice but to go with that bastard's suggestion.
But if we go into the palace like we're told, he'll get arrested and then Akechi will kill him.
Palace. The palace. Actually, there's something I'd like to say regarding...
Aha! We can use the palace to our advantage!
What's this all of a sudden?
There's a way. A way to get past Akechi and get the mastermind to lay off of us, all while learning his identity.
Really?
You gotta be kidding me!
If he wants to kill the guy, why not let him? That is, inside of a palace.
Yes. We could have him kill the cognitive version, all the while believing he killed the real one.
Yeah, that's it!
It seems that's our only option. Listen close, everyone. I have a plan for how we can carry this operation out.
That's a nutso plan.
Ever since the death of their teenage leader, the Phantom Thieves have fallen silent.
However, really?
The police intend on continuing
news
this
guy. They fell
investigation
silent
until
because
the
their
case
leader
is
died.
fully
That's
solved.
crazy.
I'm sorry I'm late. I had to finish a few things at work. Where are they?
Waiting upstairs. Go tell them to come on down. I'm gonna fetch him.
You're her sister, correct?
Makoto told me everything. Futaba-chan, I'm sorry that I caused you so much trouble this past summer.
That's ancient history now.
Man, that goddamn detective.
Look who's here.
I live.
Hey, you big bastard.
How have you been?
I mean, I died.
You must be fine if you're joking around like that.
It truly is a relief to see your face.
I bet that moron Akechi don't even know we tricked
Don't
him
jinx it right now. You know how awkward it would be if you walked into the LeBlanc right now? I would like some coffee, and they just sees Joker, bro.
You weren't told anything? I heard my sister brought him here, though.
Yeah, she came over in a taxi, dumped him off, and told me to keep him safe. It was right after they announced he had died, too. Almost gave me a heart attack.
I didn't have time to explain.
Hey, shouldn't we tell Boss what really happened?
We wanted to make our enemy believe the leader of the Phantom Thieves was dead.
What?
What we did was make that enemy kill his fake in the metaverse.
Hold on a sec.
Dude's lost.
Enemy? Fake? What are you talking about?
The true culprit behind all these incidents set us up. Our goal here was to determine their identity.
True culprit? I see. So you guys were going up against someone else?
It was Goro Akechi. You knew beforehand that he was the traitor, didn't you?
Akechi messed up.
Akechi himself gave us the chance to strike back. He made one fatal mistake.
Couldn't you have just said from the beginning that Akechi was the real culprit?
No.
That wasn't something we could simply bring
I feel
up.
like...
We couldn't have you suspect Akechi.
Yeah, that would have messed up the cognition, like, in her heart or
Neither
something.
you nor the other investigators would have believed something like that, would you?
True. Akechi was credited with the arrest of the Phantom Thieves. Not even I would think he was the culprit. In other words, you left him alone on purpose. That was a bold move.
God, I can't keep up with any of this stuff. So what was this mistake Akechi made? What did he do?
He wanted to eat
He
breakfast.
slipped up in regards to Morgana's voice.
You mean a cat?
Yes, Morgana can talk.
Sorry, was that supposed to be a joke?
Oh, our apologies. That's completely true. You surprised?
Does that mean he said something just now as well?
But you don't understand him, do you? That's how it was for all of us at first, too.
When you're in the metaverse, Mona talks like a normal person. Once you hear that and your brain realizes he can actually talk, you start to understand him in reality. It's a change in cognition, most likely.
Thanks to Akechi's lame acting, we figured out something was up.
Dude, these guys are lost because I can't hear his
When we
voice.
talked to Akechi at the school festival, he was acting like he just realized Mona could talk. But we already saw him drop a mega hint about it way earlier.
Oh, I know a place! I want to go to that huge pancake-looking place we passed on the way here!
Oh, am I mistaken?
Dude, if one of them
I thought
mentioned
I heard something
pancake,
about delicious
they wouldn't have
pancakes.
caught him. That's the wild part.
Mona was the only one who was talking about a pancake. That meant Akechi'd already been in the metaverse by then.
And since he was lying to us about that, we assumed he had a hidden motive behind contacting us.
It seemed odd upon further thought. His reaction to my pancake comment was an honest one, after all.
We got lucky.
That said, we weren't so naive to overlook something like that. That's why we asked Futaba-chan to wiretap his phone.
I pretended to be interested in checking the phone out.
That's
but
another
I was
big brain
actually
play.
planting my app.
Because Futaba's personality works with that.
My heart was pounding while I was doing it, though.
Even that ace detective could never have imagined a program being installed so quickly. Futaba's quirky nature proved to be a great help.
That was just an act!
Good
After
act.
a few days of listening, this confirmed his betrayal.
Then I'll guide the police into her power.
Dude, I hate it when they just play like such crucial information over their phones like that. It makes me so nervous.
I'll deal with
Like, bro, what if they're outside, bro? They're gonna kill you all.
Say he stole the guard's gun and committed suicide during
Doesn't
his
get caught
imprisonment.
because killed that many people.
Public security questioning will occur on the first day. And with that room, my task will be simple.
Is this for real?
For real?
Yes, the guard will be one of ours. We'll have to eliminate him after to destroy the evidence.
That's
though.
crazy. Hey guard, I'm happy you helped us. You're gonna die too.
So they planned to get rid of that guard from the beginning.
Well then, I will make the arrangements the day after the arrest. And thus, the dangerous criminal responsible for the
Dude,
mass mental
random guard
shutdown
guy, he's hiding in a back alley somewhere.
When he does,
Catchy probably looking for him. Where'd he
become
go?
a great hero who saved Japan from evil. As will I, of course.
I knew he was acting strangely, but to think he was this far gone.
He was far gone from the start.
He's no ace detective. Akechi is the perpetrator behind the mental
Catchy,
shutdown
more like a
crimes.
sketchy. That's what we're calling him from now on.
On top of that, there's someone else commanding Akechi. Someone with great authority. So great that they can order an assassination in a police station. That's why we had to make a move before they did.
I see.
We baited Akechi into Sis's palace, making him dispose of our leader's fake, but think he killed him.
Can you elaborate on that in more detail? What exactly happened in my cognitive world?
We're sorry for using you without your permission. Your palace had all the conditions we needed.
What conditions?
First, we required a place inside the cognitive world that was the same as in reality.
That place is based on the real world after all. Anywhere that's not warped looks just like normal.
Yep.
That's why nobody but the person who uses the nav even realizes they're in the metaverse.
Back with Kamoshida, we came in from the station without even noticing.
We had no idea.
You totally can't tell the difference if there ain't any distortions around.
Yeah.
We had already
You,
investigated
viewer, you could be in a
Nijima-san's
palace right
when
now.
Makoto brought the
You could be in the
suggestion to
metaverse
us.
right now and you wouldn't know. Actually,
I
you
was
wouldn't know
seriously
because
impressed by
you
that
wouldn't be able to
suggestion.
watch this
To be
because
honest, I
electronics
didn't
don't
quite
work.
understand it, but I went along with it.
We have to trust it.
And it was absolutely the best decision we could have made.
Makoto is normally so calm as well, but once her mind is set, she gets oddly impulsive.
I did have a bit of a rivalry forming with Akechi, but I just couldn't contain myself anymore once you became a target, sis. The reason I joined the Phantom Thieves was to heal your heart, after all.
My own achievements
And there was
were
always
all
a
that
danger that
mattered to me.
Nijima could have gotten killed
I
too.
was desperate. I wasn't myself at all. I'm sorry I couldn't see that.
That goes for the both of us.
Which
We
is
heard
crazy
from
because
Mako-chan
Akechi
that
was
you were
all
going
like,
to do the interrogation,
yeah, the
Nijima-san.
true culprit could go after her
And
life.
regarding its
Like, dang.
location, I take it you use the data from my laptop?
I'm sorry.
Go on.
There were two things we were able to confirm while we were checking the metaverse. First, our clothes didn't change when we were down in the interrogation room. Second, the scenery and details outside of the palace proper were the same as in the real world.
Once we heard that from Makoto, we secretly went to check it out without Akechi knowing.
There was also one more thing we absolutely
Is that why
needed
my
to
confidants weren't available? Like the last few
perfect
days?
cognitive replica of him in the metaverse's
That's cool details,
interrogation
too.
room.
Since he had yet to be caught, though, there obviously wouldn't be anyone in that room.
Once we saw the casino guests and police officers, we were convinced this would work. They looked no different from actual living people.
After that, we just had to work our way into the palace like usual, while keeping Akechi in the dark.
Yeah, like that maze we traversed. That terrible, terrible maze.
Everything went as planned up until we defeated Sis's shadow. However, it was then that we were met with a terrifying, unexpected police ambush. As a result, even though we managed to grab the treasure, we couldn't get it out of the metaverse. Except that was all an act. We had prepared an empty briefcase beforehand and merely acted like we were taking the treasure.
This was because we knew the police would be coming for us.
We made sure before the operation that the police would be waiting to ambush us. And just as expected, he totally took the bait.
Dang, they big brain him.
Him getting captured by the police?
What I was curious about, though, about this plan, I don't know if the game will actually talk about it.
No knowledge of this.
But
how did you lure Akechi
anytime you
into
take a
this
treasure, like the
cognitive
palace
world's
breaks down.
interrogation?
And I feel like Akechi would know that, right?
All
Because
I
he killed
needed were the
Akuma.
coordinates.
I'm not sure if that's an angle, if there's an angle I'm missing, or that's just like a story oversight. I don't know, or maybe because they couldn't escape far away enough, the palace didn't collapse because they had the quote-unquote treasure. I don't know.
Akechi disposed of the fake in the palace and left thinking he had been victorious. It must have been truly hilarious for our leader who sat idly in the real world's interrogation room. Surely he was acting quite cocky by himself in that quiet chamber.
He was, we saw him.
So that's
terrifying,
why you gave
though.
me
Like,
your phone.
the plan didn't work.
I only
Like,
took
he
it
was
because
dead.
of what you told me.
It's a shame I didn't have the opportunity to see that for myself.
I'm just glad he didn't die.
All I could do was try to handle all the messages that started coming to me on his phone. Huh. So in other words, I've been to the metaverse, albeit for a brief moment.
In our experience, there is little danger when someone enters their own palace for so short a time.
That's the other reason we had him give it to you. We needed you to listen to Alibaba, deceive the guard, and ultimately aid in his escape. By having you head back to the interrogation room, we could return you to the real world as well.
I mean, I had to think of some way to keep you from running into Akechi mid-assassination.
That is true.
Huh. Astounding.
How awkward that he would have
I
shot her,
hadn't
too.
the slightest idea that such a grand operation was taking place within me.
I'm so glad he was able to persuade you during the interrogation. Even though we knew Akechi's plan, we were pretty worried about that part.
True.
Why is that?
Without Sis on our side, Futaba's plan and subsequent breakout would have never been possible. That persuasion was easily our greatest gamble. We couldn't consult Sis beforehand. It was absolutely the make or break moment of the entire plan.
I guess you could say they took a
Still,
gamble.
I'm surprised you could convince me in such a short time. Were you confident you could do it?
Don't remember, drugs. That's also the other crazy thing about this, like, plot line, that they didn't take into effect how brutal, like, police captivity was, because they drugged the heck out of him, beat his ass.
Understandable. Either way, I can't believe you went for such a risky idea.
If we could just tell you the true culprit's plan, I knew you'd realize the bigger picture. Realize that our leader was telling the truth, and that there was a greater evil to pursue.
Yes, I need you, and then I joined Smash Brothers and I had to fight Donkey Kong on
Then the reason
Battlefield.
you kept this a secret from
I had to
me
tell
is
you
so
that part of
could
the
catch
story.
the true culprit, correct?
Yes. Plus, you had lost control of yourself at the time.
This is stunning. All I can really do is laugh.
I've kind of figured out that you guys made Akechi kill a fake. But what did you do about the body?
The police never even checked it.
Bruh.
Huh?
Isn't it weird that she
They had
asked
a
everyone
coroner
else's
working
names
to
again
ensure
when he
his
supposedly
death was
already
reported
talked
as a
about everyone
suicide.
just... That's the
coroner
other
didn't
crazy
take
thing,
one
like,
look at the scene and just
Joker
passed
had to
along the
tell his
falsified death
story
certificate.
and be like, oh, you see, I made this friend in Shujin Academy. He has
Murder in a
blonde
police
hair,
station
he
would be
hates
reckless
Kamoshida.
otherwise.
I can't tell you his name, but he's blonde and he hates Kamoshida and he yells a lot about the
Mr.
Phantom
messages and the
Thieves.
guard's demeanor, I eventually came to understand.
A girl in my
And since the
class
higher-ups at the
who
police knew nothing
Kamoshida
of this,
hangs
they
out a
were thrown
lot
into
with.
disarray.
I don't
As a
know her
result,
name,
his suicide
but she
during
has like
imprisonment was
twin-tailed,
reported on the news,
blonde
just as
hair.
Akechi planned.
That's the crazy
And with
part.
that confusion,
You're right.
he was able to escape with Nijima-san's help.
I made sure nobody would check the morgue for his body, and thanks to that, nobody knows he survived.
Thinking back to the interrogation, though, I can't believe what they did to him.
Yeah,
The
they beat
callous
his
use
ass.
of violence and even drugs is utterly abnormal. If he had lost consciousness and hadn't been able to tell Sis about the phone, he would have died. I'm truly glad you made it back safe.
It was close.
I almost became one of your assailants as well.
It still freaked me out when I saw the suicide on the news, though.
We made sure to live normal lives while he was being interrogated to avoid drawing any suspicion.
I remember the
Even
first
with
time I
that,
saw the story, I was
couldn't
blown
help but
away.
worry for him
It
in
was
my
so
heart.
great. I can't stress enough, I love
I knew right
all
away
the
that her plan
intricate
worked out.
plans about reality and the metaverse and how they explain it and everything.
Ryuji's a bit on the dense and
But I
carefree
guess
side.
she forgot about him admitting straight up he was with Makoto. Yeah.
I had to be patient and avoid this place until things settled down. I finally feel relieved.
Well, I guess he could
We knew
name
he
drop
was alive,
their names in reality, but he could have like said, I was working with Queen in the metaverse, you know?
Now that I think about it, my interrogation was just a formality for the head commander. What a joke, letting me interrogate someone who is meant to die. They just wanted to avoid backlash. Very well. From here forward, I will do my utmost to assist you. You saved me, after all.
Also, another thing about the story, right?
That's reassuring to hear.
I'll do whatever I can.
For those
to help
who,
too.
like, your
Just
first
let me
time,
know.
like, either playing or watching the
Let's
story,
take a break for now, though.
did you guys
This
ever
old
think
brain
that
is
it could have been Ryuji, the Black Mask
and
traitor?
feel free to use the first
Because I
floor
feel like
when
the
you guys wanna
game,
get together
like,
and talk.
tried to
We'll
kind
need
of
a
hint at
hideout
that,
where you can be safe.
that Ryuji was a traitor.
Just say the word.
I don't know if
and
I'm
I'll
talking
shepherd.
crazy,
Are
but,
you sure?
I felt like
This
the
guy
game
can't leave.
kind of tried to do that,
Plus,
just
you
a
won't
little
make
bit,
much
not too
progress
much.
if people
Like
can't
it
hear
was
you
obvious it was
downstairs.
Akechi, but like,
It's not like this place is the liveliest.
especially
joint
that
in
scene
town.
of like, we got him.
It won't be a huge loss for me.
And then Ryuji always being loud, talking about the Phantom Thieves and
Let us
caring about
accept his offer.
popularity and girls the most.
What a great man.
That's on the line of Nako's skill. So you figured me out, big bro. Nanako, it was you?
That sounds familiar.
It's me, Akechi.
Enter.
That's the death certificate of the principal offender, correct? Is there a problem with it?
No, nothing in
Now here's the
particular.
scary part,
More
right?
importantly, you've done
Joker
well
survived,
with regard
but
to the prosecutors.
he needs to not get caught,
The cause of
like,
death for the
in
SIU
public,
director
you know?
has been settled as a stroke.
I had him
Like,
work
if the
quite
corrupt police
substantially on
officers or
forging
Akechi, like,
evidence.
figure out
His
he's
loss
alive, they're in
should be
trouble,
mourned.
boys.
It was thanks to his efforts that I could enter the Phantom Thieves' interrogation room, too.
The SIU is in disarray with his death. I'll take my time choosing a successor after the election.
I can't believe they used that guy for, like,
At
the
any
entire
rate,
story, and then they
I'm
killed
now
his ass, bro.
praised as a hero, and I owe it all to the Phantom Thieves.
All
Like, they killed the
possible
principal, and
hindrances are
then
now gone.
the SIU guys, like,
There's
haha,
no doubt that
at least
this
I'm not
election
dead, and then they
is
killed him.
mine.
How far will they go?
And on to our next story, the snap election for the House of Representatives. Discussion is swirling
social
around
links for
potential
Progress
nominees
Ignore, he's
as the
dead.
deadline for candidacy announcement nears.
I
Candidates
mean,
will
the
announce on
social links would be
23rd
like,
of this
where
month,
are you,
while
Ren? I know
voting
you're
will be
somewhere
held
out
on
there. I know
18th
you're
of
fighting.
next.
Please
Elections,
respond.
Huh? Don't matter to us. It's not like we can vote in him yet anyways.
Why don't we resume our conversation?
Well, the Phantom Thieves are back together. We can finally take it to Akechi and the bastard backing him.
Have you figured out who's behind
So
all
could I not
this?
go to that restaurant that Akechi and I love to go to
accidentally let
together?
that slip after the murder. He said, Shido-san.
Shido-san.
Shido. Feels like I've heard that somewhere.
He is unmistakably a man of power if he has such strong connections to the police.
Shido? Could it be Masayoshi Shido?
Who?
I believe he's a politician. Remember, Ryuji? You said his speech was too loud.
For real?
It's certainly possible that Shido is the mastermind.
Do you have some kind of evidence?
Nothing material. However, there are various conditions which align with that possibility. First, he would profit from damage done to the current administration by the psychotic breakdowns.
Yeah, that's
He's
usually where
maintained
you
a
look.
negative
People can
stance toward the
benefit
Phantom
from the
Thieves and
downfall
has
of
gained
others.
tremendous popularity. On top of that, he'll most likely become the next prime minister if he wins this upcoming election.
No!
Did he set us up with that election in mind?
If he is behind all this, that would be in stark opposition to his honest public image.
So his current position and popularity is just him benefiting from the mental collapses.
We'll make him have a change of heart, no matter what it takes.
We hate those type of people around here.
Shido, huh?
What is the matter?
I had a feeling he was wrapped up in all this.
Uh-oh.
Just based on the connections I had from my previous job.
More lore?
I think the one who crushed Wakaba's research and confiscated her materials was probably Shido. From the moment Wakaba died, I had a hunch he was involved. But there wasn't anything I could do. So I chose to protect Futaba and went into hiding.
Why didn't you say that sooner?
You guys would have definitely gone after him if I had. He would have just killed all of you, no doubt. That's what he usually does to people who...
No, I've used Nagi. He can't kill me.
Originally, I was looking into the mental shutdown cases. It was then that I accidentally stumbled upon government research regarding the psychotic breakdowns. So I tracked down the whereabouts of that research data and met with the associated parties. Boss was one of those parties. I would never have imagined all of this was connected. The mental shutdowns, psychotic breakdowns, Shido, and even the Phantom Thieves' actions.
Way back when, Shido kept saying he was going to be Prime Minister one day. Nobody believed him, though.
Yo, make a lol in his face.
What's going to happen to this country if Shido becomes Prime Minister? What about the world?
The issue is simpler than that. This is nothing more than yet another selfish adult trying to impose his will on the public.
Those darn rotten adults.
We gotta expose that rotten bastard!
Yeah, we'll do it like always. Then let's check the nav.
Masayoshi Shido, the guy running for Prime Minister. Got a hit! Well, duh. It ain't a surprise he has one.
Where would the location be?
What kind of things go through a politician's head?
Lies.
I always think of dirty money and shady actions.
That too.
What does he do? And where? We don't got a clue about this guy's life.
His palace must be somewhere that politicians frequent. Any ideas?
America's so deep straight up, guys. The diet building.
We got a hit!
Well, I'm good.
How arrogant must he be to see himself as the ruler of the Diet Building?
Our next target's the big shot politician Masayoshi Shido. We're gonna do this, right?
What about Akechi?
No need to waste time with him. We just gotta hit the head. Nobody against it?
Of course.
He will be a worthy opponent.
Let's win this together. Time for revenge. Then it's unanimous.
All we gotta do now is figure out what he thinks that diet building place is.
So that's the app that allowed me to enter the metaverse.
An old fart like me can't wrap his head around all this stuff.
Hey, Soji bro, you wanna go to Mementos?
We'll have to deal with this before election.
So one thing that's interesting, right? The game mentioned that Akechi was already in the metaverse, so that's why he can hear Morgana. But Nijima can't hear Morgana, so that means Akechi was in the metaverse and heard Morgana talk, so...
Reminds me, what are you gonna do about school? You can't show up if you're supposed to be dead.
Guess I'm failing.
Miss Kawakami said he went back home for family reasons.
Base teacher!
That's what I told the school.
Base Soji bro!
Don't let him find out you're alive then, alright? This whole thing would be for nothing.
What do you mean?
This operation had another purpose outside of escaping Akechi's clutches. Shido tried to place all the blame on the Phantom Thieves and deceive the public at the same time.
Or would he have heard Morgana talk, though? In the same palace as them. That has to be, like, the only way.
Assist him with assassinations. A mere change of heart is too lenient.
Because, like, all the other shadows are talking about a black mask. So he must have been, like, hopping around the palace, too, while they were there.
Committed suicide. Our leader, who is presumed dead, will come out of hiding to deliver a grand statement.
That's like the only thing I could think
He'll
of.
say he has escaped prison, not committed suicide.
Because he knew about the cat already.
Fact, almost killed by a criminal.
Killed by a damn cat.
Everyone's gonna flip.
Yeah, right in the castle.
You guys thought through all this stuff too?
Because I think,
you know?
timeline-wise,
That's why you needed such
I think
a daring
Akechi
trick
got
getting
his
captured
persona
and
like
appearing
2
to be
years
killed.
earlier. I could be wrong. It could be a year and a half earlier.
What frightening teenagers.
But the true battle has only just begun. We won the first round, but we must stay on our toes.
Yeah, this ain't the time to be celebrating.
These people tried to trap and kill us. There is no end to their inhuman, conniving nature. We will need to be prepared for whatever may come our way.
I finally made it this far. It's already been 2.5 years.
Okay, 2.5
since we
years.
met.
Back then, you earned the media's attention as a young politician who could rise up against bureaucracy. Because of that, those who wanted to preemptively deal with problems tried to tie you up in scandal.
To think I would fall for the ruse schemed by those decrepit fools in power. I recall that's when you came to me. You promoted yourself saying you had special powers. If it wasn't for the research on cognition that I dabbled in, I would have thought you insane.
I made those
Yeah,
troublesome
that's one thing I love
opponents
about
and erased any
replaying
trace
or
of that
rewatching
scandal.
Persona games, just looking at
Who'd think that tampering
a lot
with
of the
a person's
foreshadowing that
heart
they got going
would
on.
trigger a psychotic lapse or mental shutdown. And when someone like that said he'd support me, I had suspected there'd be an ulterior motive.
It's because I sympathized with your aspiring ideology. I believed that your ideals needed to be achieved for the sake of the country's future.
Well, my faith in you was precisely why I pulled the plug on that research. I only need you using that power. It'd be troublesome if someone else uncovered how it works.
Ooh,
Wakaba
that's why he
Ishiki, was it?
unplugged it.
That researcher. She wouldn't have had to die if she just complied.
Any suspicions should be snubbed out. Even the smallest doubt must be severed at the root. After all, we had an active public prosecutor's office director on our side until recently.
Astounding, isn't it? To think the director himself often forged evidence to secure his promotion. He was quite surprised when you confronted him about it. He didn't know who leaked that information. Well, I got that out of his shadow, so technically speaking, he did it himself.
Dang, he went after his shadow too,
This
bro. I mean,
country's
obviously he went
affairs
after his
have
shadow,
become
but
stagnant. The political world
Dang.
is filled with old men who only act to preserve their own vested interests. The general public has forsaken such
it's hard to feel bad
affairs
for
and
the
don't
bad
even
guys who
bother.
got duped by the
Only
other bad
ruin
guys.
awaits us.
I must agree.
There's no
Sketchy
need
will
to
pay
be
for this.
ruined along with such incompetent fools. I will lead this country to its revival. Those who get in the way must be eliminated at times. That's the correct way to use the metaverse.
Still, it would stand out if there were continuous deaths and scandals with your political rivals, which is why I made them suspects. Prosecute the targets that I turn psychotic, and solve them as cases unrelated to you. And thus, the charismatic ace detective was born.
Thanks to your efforts, my clean image remains untarnished, and I've monopolized public opinion.
That's our public
Once I
opinion you
gained
took from
public
us.
Sentiment, collaborators from all
That's my
sectors
Twitter
began
quote.
approaching me on their own. The police were no exception. With their management in my pocket, keeping them in check was easy.
When the Phantom Thieves emerged, I thought things might become somewhat troublesome.
And they were just brats once we looked into it. All we needed to do was lay the blame on them.
When you told me that, I knew then that you were the better man.
Their popularity was a bit beyond my expectations. But flipping it made the negative press stronger.
That is
After
true.
that, all I had to do was openly berate them. I've been gaining more support.
Actual bandwagoner.
The current
Hey guys, look, these
administration
people are
is dead
bad.
with ongoing
Give me
scandals.
impressions.
Never mind the fact that they're my doing. Even the government parties have begun splitting up, and they're dissolving just as planned. The time has finally come. Just a little more, and I will take the seat of Prime Minister. However, inauguration isn't my goal. That's when everything truly begins. I'll make this country rich for the sake of its selfish and ignorant masses who can only rely on others.
In other words, you're creating a powerful country that can compete with the world.
The public resonates with my ideals and follows me. And for that, some sacrifices can't be avoided.
Those guys gotta go.
That is my duty as the chosen one. Your assistance has been very influential in making my plans proceed smoothly. When I become Prime Minister, I'll grant whatever wish you want.
With this most recent case, my name has become known across the country, perhaps even the world. Surely my story will be passed down as a hero who won against monsters that could control people's hearts. I believe I'll lay low and devote myself to my studies.
I suppose with your age, you wouldn't come up with debauched desires.
I am thinking about the future, though.
Are you now?
Well, how do I put this?
Looks like things will finally settle down. Life's gonna be real busy for you starting tomorrow, right? You get some rest.
Well then.
Hey, Cheese, right, let's take it easy for today. Hey, Sojiro, wanna play some Melee?
Yeah. Yeah.
Melee? Dang it.
So...
Oh, by the way, the police report on your death isn't gonna show up at your school. No need to worry. Seems Prosecutor Nijima worked out some kind of deal with the higher-ups or something. I mean, they haven't even said anything to me, even. As long as you stay quiet, you'll be fine.
Well...
And I guess if they reported your death now, they'd basically be saying you were a Phantom Thief. You can't really go announcing what the Phantom Thieves are, so I'm sure they'll avoid that. At any rate, I'm glad you're back safe and sound. But even that's putting it too lightly. You had it rough there, didn't you? Only a little.
Sorry.
Ketchy was right. I was after you all along. I knew it was risky, but we had no choice but to depend on him. Thanks to your tenacity, you were able to fool him. It's payback time. Let's make him regret underestimating the Phantom Thieves.
Remember how I hijacked your phone during the school trip? That kind of came in handy.
How so?
Well, remember how I put that wiretap app in Akechi's phone? Basically, that let me see GPS info for 2 phones, yours and his.
Add an exposition for Futaba, yeah.
I'd be able to tell the precise moments.
Dude, what's
Sai
also
Mishima,
crazy
who had your
is
phone, ran into
Futaba
Akechi.
had the time to activate. She had the time when to activate the metanev, so like Sai could get in and out, and also to get Akechi out of the metaverse too. After he killed Joker.
Chance, and beep, sent the signal to activate the metaverse navigator.
Like that.
But there was a chance they'd just pass each other without saying a single word. That's why we needed you to tell Sai Nijima to show the phone to Akechi.
Big brain.
This plan still surprises me no matter how many times I hear it.
Still, I couldn't just directly hack into the metaverse nav. It's a mysterious app after all. But you know how it has that bookmark function? All you have to do is push the button. Making the phone think he was pushing that button was totally doable. Pretty good, huh?
Amazing.
It may not have looked like it, but everyone else was risking their lives too. Though there's no doubt you were the most at risk. I mean, you actually got arrested. But it seems like all the drugs and stuff made you forget the details of the plan. Want me to explain how it all went down? It might take a bit.
No.
I guess that's understandable. You must be pretty exhausted. Just focus on resting up. You don't have to worry about anything else. And seriously, well done.
Thank you.
I should write something.
Now let's see what tomorrow has in store for us.
Nice.
Do I need my Risei poster? I guess I'll head home. Go to bed, alright? Dude, lock the doors. Block the windows so Ketchy can't see us.
Guess you won't be going to school for a while. Don't worry about it. This'll be a breeze compared to what we've had to face so far. And we'll have all the time to come up with the plans together. To be perfectly honest, I don't really care what happens to Shido, one way or the other. But when I consider the fact that he's your enemy, I naturally think he's my enemy as well.
And he wants to kill you too.
I'm going to stay with you until the very end. Well then, we should get to sleep. You know, something that Futaba said before, when you were in a pinch in the palace, she picked up a reading of someone who came to your rescue. Was that...
It was Kasumi.
So it was Yoshizawa. Then we'd better let her know you're safe now. And I'll even lend you a hand with that.
Oh, cool. So she knew that they were infiltrating the palace because she asked to hang out and they're like, oh, I don't think that's a good time. So it was good on her that she hopped in. 3%, bro. TV Easter egg comeback on 11:30? Okay, I'll try to remember that. Hope they can catch the rest of the Phantom Thieves too. He really is amazing. Evil's destined to perish. Yo, you're right.
There's no point in even having an election. Shido's gonna win.
Of course, he's the only reliable politician there is. Plus, the current government has been getting wrapped up in scandal after scandal. Even more importantly, there's just an aura about him. Like he can fix whatever problems we have.
Honestly, it doesn't really matter to me who does it. I just want to see our society back on track. Especially after it turned out those Phantom Thieves were nothing more than scum in the end.
We'll show you.
Let me show you just. I heard you went home, so I announced it during homeroom. Are you okay? What the? Why would I see that? I'm damn thanks. You're alive! The news is reporting you committed suicide. Call me when you can. I was so confused. But as long as you're safe. Don't worry about school. Just take care of yourself. Go to teacher, go to teacher. That is an evil option. Like, the amount of stuff she's done for us, I could never. Is it true that a Phantom Thieves leader died? How could the police let him commit suicide in jail? They need to get their shit. That is true. Like, how does some dude let himself die that quickly? He got arrested a day later, then he committed suicide. Like, that's embarrassing. Quiet down. You're in class. Break's been over for quite some time now. I swear you're like monkeys in a zoo. Oh yeah. We received word from a mommy's family that he'll be absent for a bit. Jeez, what do you people think school is anyway? It's almost time. Hey, it can't be true, can it? Please tell me you're okay. No problems here. Oh, thank God you're safe. The suicide report was all over the news, and Miss Kawakami said he went back to your hometown. I was honestly worried about contacting you. Even Sakamoto was dodging a question when I tried to ask him. But don't worry, I won't tell anyone. By the way, the fan site is a real mess right now. We have a lot of trolls, and people are saying they're gonna swap my house. But I'll keep supporting you from the shadows. Good luck! Shouts to Mishima for holding down the subreddit. I know people like to make fun of Mishima and all that, but like he's holding the fort, bro. He's fighting off the internet. You ever heard of cancel culture? He's fighting them off alone. Some crazy stuff's going on with the Phantom Thieves. Are you okay? No worries. Really? That's good. It's chaos over here because of the Phantom Thieves. You're still alive, so you must be scheming something, right? Gotta prepare myself for one more mountain. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm busy, so I'll talk to you again later.
Hey.
You don't need to worry about it in here, but try not to do anything to draw attention. Anyway, today's the day off, so eat your curry and take it easy. You can take your time with it too. It's not like any customers are gonna be showing up. Dude, Akechi better not walk through that door. Let's try and think of the keyword once the chief's curry has energized you. Have you guys figured out the keyword to Shido's palace yet? I've tried all sorts of stuff, but no luck so far. It is hard to understand the thought process of a criminal mastermind like him. You know, I've been wondering if he's behind all those mental shutdowns. Doesn't that mean all the weird accidents from the past few years were his fault? Gasp. Like that subway incident back in April. Now that you mention it, that accident lost the Minister of Transport his job. Wait, are you trying to say Shido caused that accident? But it's the subway. Does he not care at all about innocent lives? This man seems to be truly unbelievable. Must get my... The Rouse gonna get fortitude. Supposedly, there's still a ton of victims from that in the hospital even now. Masayoshi Shido. How many has he killed over the years? How could we ever understand what goes on in the mind of such a horrible man? Hey, would it be faster if we just go there and try to think of it on site? Let's try that. If we're gonna go, I'd like Renkun to get joined, but... Will that be okay? Will somebody spot him there? Yeah, we'll probably figure out the keyword in no time once we're there. Plus, I could throw off anyone who tails us by blazing speed. Alright, let's have Renkun join us then. Remember though, we're going with the intent of not being seen. Okay, well let's meet him from the dive building and force that bastard's pal. This is a terrible idea.
Let's head to the Diet Building. Make sure you aren't discovered, okay?
This is a terrible idea, bros.
You going out?
See you later.
You gotta be kidding me. You realize you're done for if you get caught, right?
Yeah. Well, you see, I have my hood. You see, I'm like, this is like an OC, but really mysterious because I have a hood on.
Ugh. The stunts you pull sometimes. Just don't stay out too late.
Bro, it's crazy that they did this for Joker. Like, just put a hood on. They won't notice you, bros.
Takeshi isn't here.
Let's begin at once. Police cars are making rounds, so we can't stay here too long. We already have Masayoshi Shido and Diet Building. All we need is what he thinks of this place.
Maybe Mount Fuji, since it's the highest place in the country?
Conditions have not been met. What about a mansion?
Since he's going to subjugate everyone as Prime Minister, perhaps a school?
The hood is IRL persona.
What about an arena, like the Colosseum?
Imperial Palace? It's no good.
I thought we would have gained entry by now. Maybe we shouldn't have called you here.
Hey, you think he's guarding his whole palace with a barrier?
What?
Shido stole the cognitive science research, right? Well, maybe it had some special move written in it.
Special move?
Is that even possible?
Who knows? I've got no idea.
There was nothing like that in the notes I saw.
Anyways, what kind of person is Shido? I can't figure him out.
I did some light research on him last night, but I couldn't get a grasp on the type of man he is.
I think Shido's canon. He might as well be. Dude's evil.
That man over there is probably a legislator, right? I'll try asking him. Excuse me. I'm a member of the newspaper club at my high school. May I speak with you for a moment?
Sure.
What kind of person is Representative Shido? What's he think about the national diet?
His stance is dedication for country. It's how he's garnered everyone's trust. He's an admirable man of action, with a first-class determination. I'd say he's a model politician. I believe that he'll help create a wonderful future in which young adults like you can live in ease.
An exemplary answer. It makes sense he wouldn't tell teenagers anything unnecessary.
Look over there. He's on a walkie-talkie.
Wait, is it about us?
That doesn't look good.
We should leave at once. Tomorrow's a day off, so let's have an early strategy meeting. Meet at LeBlanc, okay?
Run!
We should all think about this tonight.
The criminals calling themselves the Phantom Thieves are no more. However, I believe that this country's citizens are still living their days in anxiety. These scandals only increase our distrust of the current government. As a citizen myself, I am enraged.
Look who's talking.
What does it mean to be a politician with responsibility? Working toward personal gain without consideration of the country is outrageous.
The election's public notification is tomorrow. No matter where I go, people are cheering for Shido.
Everyone's being deceived so easily.
Try looking Shido's interviews up online. They all sound so goddamn fake! I checked his profile as well. I couldn't find out much outside of his title and education. He's currently 53 years old and has gone from being a metropolitan assemblyman to a representative. Though he is a cabinet minister, he's split from the ruling party to form the United Future Party. Shido's a cabinet minister? For real? He was specifically appointed to the position. That's his current title. Apparently, he also won a contest for those who would most likely to have as their boss. Even a news site write about him, as though he's sure to become the Prime Minister. If only we could find out the meaning behind Shido's words.
In order to save this country that has been tainted by villains, social reform is essential.
You're the villain.
Ugh.
Shido's reputation is truly astronomical. It's preposterous. This isn't the popularity level of a normal politician anymore. What's so great about him? I seriously don't get it. He's a strong leader who protects his citizens. Well, supposedly. Is everyone blind? We'll just need to shed light on who he really is. By the way, is it okay for my sister to join us tomorrow? She's hoping she can be of help as well. Oh, she can join the team. That'd be great. Okay, I'll tell her that. Okay, we'll figure out the keywords tomorrow for sure. We doubled the Nijima, baby. What's with all this love for Shido? Like, get no one knows the truth about him. It still creeps me out. We can go outside. Can we have confidants? Nope. Trained, brew coffee, slept, made tools. Watched the DVD, cleaned. We could train, maybe. Should we play a game? Let's work on a laptop, actually.
Okay.
Getting this to work won't be easy. Fixing this will take quite a bit of time. Make that curry? We could make curry as well. Let's try fixing this lappy-toppy. Yeah, this is so complicated. I just don't even know what the part is. Just be careful. I see, so all the computers are essentially made up of different components that are assembled.
What are your thoughts?
You finished fixing it already? Then again, the damage wasn't too bad to begin with. Repairing such a complex machine is sure to improve your proficiency. Oh, that's proficiency? Dang. Hello, this is Shady Commodities Tanaka. I repeat, I'm Shady Commodities Tanaka. Here we sell wonderful and rare items that are not circulated among the general public. Curious about something? We got access. Want something? You've got access. What the heck? I just went to that site automatically. Was it configured to do that beforehand? Shady Commodities, huh? So it's an online shopping site? Either way, it's certainly gotten my attention. Let's check it out when we have some time. Do I have to spend time to check it out? %, bros. It's Jover. Nope. Do I have to go to my desk to look at it? The workbench? Okay. Anon is Bay? What the heck? I guess the laptop created its own internet connection. My fortune reading said that you're okay, but I'm so worried about you, so please let me know. Everything's A-okay. I'm relieved to hear that. You appear to have avoided your destiny of death. However, I can't see anything past that. Please be extra careful. If you're unsure about anything, I'll be waiting at the usual spot. As your physician, I would like to confirm something. Please contact me as soon as you see this. Still alive. Stop making me worried. I'm glad you're okay. I just got nervous when I saw the news. Well, I'll be at the clinic if you need any medicine. It's nothing but the Phantom Thieves on TV. Oh, that's right. Aren't you supposed to be gathering here today? Make sure you finish eating before everyone shows up. It's almost time for a meeting. I wonder if anyone's figured out the keyword. I wonder.
Last one. Diamond mine.
No good.
How many do we miss?
Perhaps he truly does have a barrier up.
Right?
That's not something to be excited about. You know all the way up to Diet Building, too.
So you enter keywords into the Metaverse Navigator.
Boss, can you turn the TV on? Shido might be on it.
Sure thing.
Goro Akechi. Him and his stupid composed face.
So, Akechi-san.
You mean a sketchy gun.
Is it true you withdrew yourself from the media as part of your plan to capture the Phantom Thieves?
I truly apologize for causing such a stir. Honestly, it required a lot of courage to openly oppose them when their popularity was at its peak. I mean, people often lashed out at me online and whatnot.
You deserved it.
Then was it also your plan when you said they weren't at fault after their popularity declined?
That was to catch them off guard. I could say I applied my profiling knowledge. Once they lost public support, someone they thought was their greatest enemy lent a hand. That's the same strategy used in romance, wouldn't you agree?
Why is he being treated as an ace detective of justice?
Now
it's not just on TV or online. Newspapers, magazines. I see his face everywhere.
On the other hand, no one's hoping for our comeback on the fan site. Like, at all.
Phantom Thieves are evil. Shido and Akechi are just. It should be the other way around.
They're manipulating information using the media.
Leaving Akechi aside, we'll get back at him later. Our main issue is Shido.
Were there any instances before when you didn't know the palace keywords?
Well, there was the time with Futaba.
We didn't know anything about her, so all we could do was make conjectures.
Then why don't we just go directly and see Shido?
Go kill us.
That's impossible. He's surrounded by bodyguards and followers all the time.
There's no way high school students can get an appointment with him either.
Well, we do have an adult with us.
No, that's still impossible. Besides, that's too dangerous a method.
Well, this is a problem.
What's with the ruckus outside?
To everyone gathered before Yongen-Jaya Station.
Isn't that an election campaign car?
Let's slash his tires.
The candidates are currently campaigning.
That voice.
I apologize for the commotion. I am Masayoshi Shido.
Wait, did he just say Shido?
Yeah, he did!
The flashback. Sounds like the same voice I heard back then.
Man, talk about being lucky! We can go check him out without an appointment now!
That is pretty lucky.
Hey, Ryuji ran off toward the station. This way. Hurry! By the way, did something happen? You didn't seem well a moment ago.
Yeah, before that, I'm gonna go buy some drinks.
Now is the time to rebuild this crumbling nation. Our government is littered with scandals, and criminals have taken a strong foothold in our society. Such a disgraceful past must be discarded. We must set sail into a new future of dreams and hope. So our children who carry the burden of the next generation can be proud of their country. So our nation can once again become a powerful one with abundant wealth and luxury. So
Shut up.
I humbly ask that you cast your vote for me, Masayoshi Shido. Let us all set sail toward a happy future, together. I hope to continue serving you all.
Is that the guy? You guys wait here. I'll go get intel for us.
Wait!
Hey! Yo, Shido-san!
Stand back.
I just want to talk to him for a sec.
He's a busy man.
The hell? Ain't he supposed to hear a citizen's comments?
That's enough, Brad.
Bruh.
You're that asshole we met at the hotel before, at the elevators. Oh, I'm
I'm sorry.
I know where he did.
If you're in a hurry.
Dude, you can't, dude.
What are you
If
talking
that was America,
about?
they would have shot him, bro.
That moron! Come on, stop!
But these
The
guys...
fact Joker's right there, bro.
Hey, kid. You don't want to know what happens when you cross me.
That voice.
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare? This ain't a show. Get lost, kid.
That's the cops right there, bro.
Damn brat! I'll sue!
Damn brats! Bro, he's looking right at him! He's looking right at him! He's looking right at him, bros!
What are you looking
Bro!
for?
Bro!
This country is filled with clueless children. I worry for Japan's future.
You're gonna help us though, right? As a prime minister?
Let them go. My next appointment is coming up.
He did say the line.
What a piece of shit. So what do you think after seeing him in person?
He's why I got arrested.
Wait, he's the jerk you told us about before? The same guy? For real? Seriously?
You're sure, aren't you? Shido's the one who ruined your life.
Holy shit. I don't believe it.
Let's get going, okay?
Shido's the guy who set you up?
What kind of fate brought you two back together?
I want to know myself.
Talk about a destined connection. Shido was involved in the cognitive research too, right? This can't be dismissed as just a coincidence.
God, what the hell's going on here?
Shido was already a politician then, yet he sued a student and ruined his future? He must have pulled some strings so that his name wouldn't be mentioned.
That's messed up.
Furthermore, he also would have had to force that woman into making a false statement.
He would do anything. We're talking about a man who ordered a hit inside the police station.
He can't sit still until he crushes whoever opposes him, no matter how trivial. He's always been that way.
What a piece of shit. Children are the future, my ass! What he's saying and doing are completely different.
True.
But now that we found out who did it, can't something be done about his record?
Once the courts have made a judgment, overturning that decision will be difficult. It'd barely be possible even if proof of innocence is presented and Shido admits to his crimes.
Dang.
At any rate, we need to trigger a change of heart in him.
Be that as it may, Shido's outer appearance and his true face are wholly different. It's beyond hypocritical. It's as if he's an entirely different person.
Dude, if Akechi walks through that door,
He speaks
bro.
about the good of the country. It makes me wonder what really is on his mind.
That man's full of ambition to rise in the world. He only thinks of the weak as stepping stools for his success.
He treats himself as an elite man while looking down on others. Ugh, that's the worst.
I assume the key word for what he believes the Diet Building is will be despicable too.
It must be something self-centered and completely different from politics.
Someone like him needs to be punished as soon as possible.
Let's head to the Diet Building again right after school tomorrow. I feel we'll get it this time.
Stewing over it won't get anywhere. We have to do this.
We gotta. The guy behind everything turned out to be your arch enemy. What an oddly poetic twist. Oh yeah, those clothes. You'd stand out if everyone else was wearing their school uniforms. Might be a good idea to wear your uniform when you head out. Bro.
I'll just add this.
Third time's the charm. So true. But we're gonna do that next time. Dun dun dun. We'll probably play more Persona 5 on Friday. I think on Friday I'll do half Tears of the Kingdom and then half Persona 5. Because tomorrow, wait, is tomorrow Thursday? Yeah, tomorrow's Thursday. We're gonna play Dokapon tomorrow. Then whenever, if we either beat the game in Dokapon or Pika Rage quits or I Rage quit, we'll swap to probably Tears of the Kingdom tomorrow as well. But yeah, we escaped ruin. We lived to see another day.
Let's do it.
Isn't that great? We're alive. But yeah, the story's getting serious now. We know who we need to get rid of. Shido, while also dodging Akechi. Can we do it? Find out next time on Persona 5X. Wait, isn't that the mobile game? Like X Phantom? I don't know. Goodbye.